Samantha Josephson called for an Uber after a night out with friends, but she got into the wrong car by mistake, and once the door closed behind her, the child locks made sure she couldn't get out. Then her kidnapper stabbed her more than 120 times while she was trapped in the back seat. So, how could something like that happen? Who did it, and what have the rideshare companies done to keep passengers safe? Let's get into it. I'm Chris, and this is True Crime Recaps. In July 2021, Nathaniel Rowland was sentenced to life in prison for kidnap and murder. Here's what happened that night and how he got caught. Surveillance video from outside the Bird Dog Bar in the Five Points area of Columbia, South Carolina shows the last moments of Samantha's life. It was about 2 a.m. on Thursday night in March 2019 when Nathaniel's black Chevy Impala pulled into a spot next to her. Before the car came to a complete stop, she had the back door open, she climbed in, and he drove away. Cell phone data and witnesses prove the kidnapping was no accident. He circled the area before intentionally targeting her while she waited alone for her real Uber. By the next afternoon, her friends were getting worried. They'd been using a shared phone app and saw her phone traveling away from their apartment before it was turned off. At first, they wondered if Samantha had left her phone in the Uber, but when she still wasn't home by 1:30 p.m., they got into her email looking for answers and found a message from Uber canceling her ride since she wasn't there when they pulled up. That's when they called the police. Less than 2 hours after she was reported missing, turkey hunters found Samantha's body in a wooded area off a dirt road almost 70 miles away from the bar where she was taken. Now, why there? Why so far away? Because her kidnapper grew up around there. In fact, she was found only a couple of miles away from his family's home. So, how did they catch him? Nathaniel went back to his hunting grounds in the Five Points area just 24 hours later, around 3 a.m. Prime time for people looking for their Uber ride home. When police spotted his car and tried pulling him over, he jumped out and ran. But he left behind a mountain of evidence. Her phone was in the glove compartment along with baby wipes and bleach. He tried cleaning up, but traces of her blood, hair, and fingerprints were still in his car. Now, video showed him using her debit card to pull money out of her account earlier that day. And he tried selling her phone too. According to his former girlfriend, she saw blood in his car when he picked her up for work on Friday morning, only hours after he stabbed Samantha to death in the back seat. And later, police found her bloody clothes, cleaning stuff, and a multi-tool with a bloody knife blade in the garbage where he stashed them behind her house. Now, sometime between her murder and his arrest, he found time to post this cryptic message on Facebook. Quote, "It's only one M.E. I just make it look easy until you step in D's shoes." What that was about is anyone's guess. Samantha was a 21-year-old political science major at the University of South Carolina, only months away from graduation. She was planning on going to law school at Drexel University in Philadelphia on a full scholarship. Her family put together whatsmyname.org to educate people on the importance of rideshare safety. One tip from the website suggests you always ask the driver, "What's my name?" before you get in the car, and check to be sure the child safety locks are off. In 2019, when Samantha was murdered, it wasn't as easy to double-check the details of your ride against the car you were getting into. Since it happened, Lyft and Uber started sharing the plate number, more information about the car, and the driver's picture. So, be careful out there and always double-check your ride. And that's your recap. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. If you like getting all the crime in half the time, please remember to give this a thumbs up and hit subscribe. And it only takes a second, but it means the world to us. So thank you again. And until next time, take care.